Round number 2 in Group A, it's the upper bracket. PSG goes against Loud Esports, and for Loud, it's a chance to take some revenge for the loss they had to take in the MSI earlier this year against a team from the PCS.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Game number 1, PSG starting from the blue side with RG on the Gnar, Ginger on the Jarvan, Maple on the Nico, Wak on the Xayah, and Woody on the Rel. And for the team from the CBLOL, it's Robo on the Renekton, Croc on the Sejuani, Tinounce on the Talia, Root goes in with the Sivir, and Seos with the Rakon. Only 3 minutes into the game, we see Ginger walking down the blue buff while Croc is going for an early dive against RG. Gnar tries to hop towards his jungler, but he gets stunned, taken out by Ginger. He flies in with a drag and drop and takes out the Sejuani in return. Slightly under 5 minutes into the game, we see Woody going in with the QW for the all-in Wacko, dealing some remarkable damage onto Seos, but we take a look at Ginger. He's against Croc in his jungle. The Sejuani without a flash, but the permafrost, but it won't be enough. Ginger flashes after Croc, takes him out. He then gets ignited by Seos, who's solo, and flash dodges his Q for Root to throw the boomerang blade to trade one back. About a minute later, it's Robo chasing after RG gets the stun. Woody comes in to save his top laner, and RG then immediately turns around, and now they're going for Robo. He's so low, he has to back away, gets into safety, and PSG, they are now chasing Seos and Croc through the jungle, where Maple comes in with an epic pop blossom. And the Sejuani and the Rakon take the shortcut to the base, and we're now looking at the first herald of the game. Robo and Croc working it down by Ginger. Goes in for the bank robbery and takes the objective. And now he's going after the 3 members of Loud, together with Maple and Ari. But Croc, as well as Tinounce, they flash out of the pit into safety. Into the mid lane we go, 10 minutes, it's a cataclysm by Ginger. Maple throws some flowers in as well to decorate the kill for its jungler. The first dragon goes to PSG as well. We see the Herald crushing into the outer turret in the mid lane, but the scene ain't over yet. It is Ginger and Woody waiting for Seos to stroll by, and so he does. It's the Martian standard dash. Maple flashes over the wall to take the kill. PSG looking strong in the early game, but nonetheless, the second Herald goes to Loud, but the first turret gold lands in the pockets of the PCS team. And now it's Ginger and Woody again on the bot side jungle of Loud, looking for a potential gank, but they are patiently waiting for Wacko to take out the outer turret. He will do so. Seos and Root, they have now vision into the jungle, and now it's another EQ by Ginger into the Cataclysm. But then Root flash dodges the crash down of Woody. Seos with the charm and the knock up onto Woody, who gets done taken out by the Q of Root. And Tinounce, in the meantime, tore down the tier 1 in the top lane, where Croc will place the Herald as we see PSG bringing down the Cloud Dragon. But Loud, they have now set their foot in this game as well, having exposed the inhib turret in the top lane. And we now look at Seos closing in on Robo and RG. Robo now re-engaging onto the PSG top laner, goes in with a flash W, and the little Gnar is doomed. 2 minutes later, it's Robo again now engaging onto Maple. The Nico loses half of her HP, activates a pop blossom, as it is RG about to come in with a TP. The Renekton instantly backing off as fast as his scaly feet will carry him, because RG on the Gnar, he's just kiting down his health bar. Ginger comes in as well. Waka and Woody, it's the whole team of PSG, all of a sudden there to take down the Loud top laner. And we now take a look at Drought and Seos. Maple, he TP'd in, looking to encircle Root, and Seos throws his W, stuns Seos. He gets incredibly low, flashes over the wall, tries to get into safety, but Maple, he's in the stopwatch as well, buying some time for Woody and for Ginger to come in, drag and drop onto Root, and the Sivir gets sent back to the deserts of Shurima as we take a look at Seos. He's still trying to get away somehow, but Waka with the double-dagger recall collects the second kill of the game, while we see RG tearing down the tier 1 on the top lane. 21.5 minutes into the game, we see Woody now with the crash down, but he's a little bit too overzealous. There's no follow-up in the vicinity. And so Loud, they just melt down the PSG supporter. It's the third kill that goes to Root, and we stick a little bit with the scene because there's Robo TPing into the backline. This could become very ugly for PSG, but Croc, he went in a little bit too early. Ginger looking for him, but the Talia's wall cuts off the escape route for the rest of PSG. And so it's Tinounce, Seos, and Robo shredding through the health bars of Maple and Wacko, sending them back to the base. As we see RG there managing to escape. And Loud, they lost their jungler, but they take out 3 members of PSG in return, and the Infernal Dragon as well. The Baronesha is already up. PSG, they're having a bit of a gold lead, but it is nothing too special. Only Ginger being ahead 2 levels of his opponent at the moment, but everyone else is pretty much even up. And then it's Tinounce, cutting off the backline of PSG from their turret. The rest of Loud engages, but Maple with an epic pop blossom. He knocks up everyone off Loud. Wacko finds the kill on Crook. But on the other side, it's Robo with a double kill. Another double kill for Rude, who will make it a triple kill as he takes out RG for an ace. It looked like Maple's Pop Blossom sealed the deal, but now it's a Baronesha going to the team from Brazil. 25.5 minutes into the game, we see Robo there getting caught by surprise by RG and by Ginger. The Renekton is tanky, but is he tanky enough to escape? The answer will be no. Ginger with a drag and drop into the Cataclysm. And now it's 3 members of Loud looking to trade one back, but Maple with another Pop Blossom on 3 members, and this time it decides to fight in favor for PSG. And now it's PSG looking for Soul Point. Loud, they're not in a position to contest this one. But PSG on the retreat, they split up. But guess what happens? Maple goes in with another Pop Blossom, but this time Tenons activates a stopwatch. Root will follow, and so does Maple. It's a triple stopwatch, but still, there is Ginger taking out Root. Wawako got the kill on the bottom screen against Robo. Maple went down, but now it's Tenons chased down by Ginger, who's now going for Sears as well. The Rakon flashed over the wall, but he won't escape the combined power of 4 members of PSG, who are now rolling through the mid lane. And now they take the tier 2, going for the inhib turret, and the inhibitor right behind it. Only Croc survived the onslaught, but there's nothing that he could do. PSG, they turn the backs on the Loud base, now going for the Baronesha. Its health bar, it's already low, getting even lower, and it's taken before Croc enters the pit. He was too late to even go for the steal attempt. And now it's Loud looking somehow for an angle for the team fight. Zeus goes in with his quickness, but there's just no follow-up. He almost gets killed, makes his way out of there with a battle dance. Loud, they have to give up and retreat, but Ginger, he's chasing down Robo, knocks him up. RG goes in, but the kill will go to Wacko. RG now being the Megadnod takes out Tenons. Loud now without their top and their mid lane, and Ginger going with a Cataclysm almost. It's Sears and Croc who get away. And the minion wave, the super minion wave, it is there for PSG. They can possibly go for an end here. RG about to TP in. Woody going in with the Rel. Both supporters now in the stopwatch. As Root goes down, Croc will follow. And now, the game is practically on the books. Sears being the last member to be taken out before the Nexus will fall and PSG take the lead on the series.
Losing control, I gotta know who's in control. Me. Losing control, I'm gonna explode. Can you bring it back to me?
Game 1 was a bit of a back and forth. Loud, they were looking good for some parts of the game, and now they're trying to strike back with Robo on the Malphite, Croc on the Kha'Zix, Tenons on the Nico, Root on the Sivir, and Sears on the Alistar. On for PSG, starting from red side, it's RG on the Cannon, Ginger on the Viego, Maple on the LeBlanc, Waka on the Kai'Sa, and Woody on the Rel. And it's the same spot, about the same time as in Game 1, but this time it will be RG drawing first blood. It is a story of a victim becoming a perpetrator, and now the first dragon. It goes to Loud, and we hop into the mid lane just a minute later, where we see Tenons there, being ganked on by Ginger. Splits up into 2, but Ginger won't be deceived. Spots the right Nico, and takes her out. Now he's immediately turning towards the top side, where we see RG and Robo in a one-on-one. RG with a slicing maelstrom and the stun Robo. He solo gets away, runs towards the jungle, where Ginger is already closing in, but RG, he's just waiting for his Q cooldown to throw the fatal shuriken. And as it's Sherry on top of it, Shelly will be taken as well. Unleashed in the mid lane, where she crashes into the mid lane tier 1 of Loud. And we're in minute 12 at the second Drake, where Sears, he goes in with Engage on the Alistar, onto Woody and Ginger. The Viego gets stunned and solo ignited. Yes, uses Heartbreak and the Flash to get away. Tenons goes in, but he's too deep. Isolated, no follow-up, and taken out by Wacko. Archie gets the kill on Sears, and Croc on the Kha'Zix just gets squashed like a buck. On PSG, they find 3 kills. They don't lose any one of their own. They can take the Camp Tech Drake, and they will have now a gold lead of roughly 5,000. Between 15.5 and 16 minutes, we see the second herald of the game landing in the pockets of PSG, just like the first turret gold. Maple tore down the T1 in the top lane, but now it's Shelly, knocked back and knocked up by Sears on the Alistar. With 4 members Loud, they're trying everything to stop her from crashing into the tier 1, and they will be successful. Shelly denied, but the third dragon and the outer bot lane turret will be gone. And with the crumbling turret in the mid lane, PSG, they have now taken all outer turrets. And we're now a bit more than 22 minutes into the game, where Croc, Root and Sears are facing 3 members of PSG in their own topside jungle. But in the bot side, Brush and Stirs lock and an electrified Yordle. Archie goes in and evaporates Croc and the engage. From Maple on, the LeBlanc gets stopped by Tinones. The LeBlanc goes down, but so does Sears. And a Robo, he TP'd into the misery. It's a trade 3-for-1 in favor of PSG. And a mighty Baron buff on top of it. And now they turn their faces towards the base of Loud, going in through mid and through bot lane, tearing down the 2 inner turrets. And there's just a little bit of copium left for the team from Brazil, because it's now an 11k gold deficit for them. PSG, they turn the backs on the base, go for Soul Point. Robo collecting a bit of an objective bounty. And we take a look at the top lane, almost 26 minutes into the game. Tinones with a big pop blossom. The follow-up damage is good, they take out Woody. They will find at least 1 kill, but then it's Maple. With a dash, Flash takes out Tinones in return. And disappears, all within just 1 second. 1.5 minutes later, we see Ginger and Robo in a fight. The Viego escapes with his heartbreak over the walls, and then Robo finds an isolated Wacko. But he cannot take out the Kaiser. But instead it's re-engaged by PSG, and the slicing maelstrom of Archie cuts through everybody. The Loud top laner, jungler, and ADC are sent back to the base. And Sears, he will just follow seconds later. And Tinones, nothing that he can do to avoid the ace by PSG. And now they can crack open the base. They will pick up the minion wave in the top lane and go through the mid lane, where they're about to tear down the inhibitor for a super minion wave. And here they return. Not even a minute later, Sears trying to axe flash over the wall. But he will be caught by Woody before he can do so. And look at the health bar, melting away so fast. He's below half HP. As the rest of PSG goes in, and Wacko, with a killer instinct straight into the backline. He takes out Croc, goes into the stopwatch. He's the definition of a lunatic ADC, and he will get away with this. Stays alive. PSG, they're now taking the second dragon of the game. The Cloud Dragon Soul. And now they return, going for the base, looking to finally end this game, end the series. Robo desperately pushing the top lane wave, taking out the outer turret while the rest of his team is encircled. And Croc, he gets squashed again like vermin by Maple. And now PSG, they're patiently going for the last standing structure in the base of the team from Brazil. Pretty much nothing that Loud can do. The dream of taking vengeance for the loss at the MSI in London this year pops like a bubble, as Sears, being tanky but not tanky enough to stand tall against this massive damage potential of the PCS first seed. But they are not giving up, because look at the health boss. Woody is already low. Maple takes a huge chunk of damage, goes down. And with Croc returning in a few seconds, it will be a 4v4 again. Woody on the rail has to be careful, and on the bot side it's Croc with the engage on Ginger. And Woody doesn't even know how to spell the word careful. He goes in, he goes down. Robo on the Malphite with a double knockup, but now Wacko, having killed Tinones already, takes out Robo. Steps onto the stairs of the fountain to take out Croc, because he doesn't care at all about shots coming from the base. And he takes the quadra kill on Root as well. Wacko, the definition of a maniac. He strikes again on PSG. They take the series and proceed to the finals of the play-in stage.